Aaron Whitlow.
Brandon Spivey.
And, well, we are the
Markout
Movie
Podcasters.
Don't know why he's saying it that way. We are doing an episode.
I am here for all the weirdos, okay?
He is here for the weirdo. He's your heroes. Who needs a hero when you got a weirdo?
Don't be jealous.
I ain't jealous. Don't be hating. Who you B-Rad? All right. Trying to get where I can have comments and stuff. But yeah, in today's episode, we are talking about Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. But before we get to that and the numbers and stuff, I got an unboxing. Another Netflix thing I'm unboxing. But while we're doing this,
he's an unboxer.
I'm going to have Brandon tell us what his thoughts was on. He just recently seen Zack Snyder's
I've
Justice
recently
League.
seen 3 movies this week.
Well, tell us what you recently watched, Brandon.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I recently watched Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, tell us how you felt about that, Brandon.
Well, why does he say it like that? Why you gotta say it like that? Like, he hated it.
I have no confidence in this guy since post
Halloween Kills.
No,
I liked it. I thought that was a very touching end. It was a good Egon story arc. My issue with it, though, there is an issue.
Okay.
And I agree with Jeremy Johns. He said this as well.
Power of the Dog. But go ahead. Continue.
Is that a dog movie?
No, it's like a Western. It's
okay.
It's a Netflix movie.
So it's like a dog movie. I'm there, you know.
Why do you like dogs?
I like dogs.
Look at this poster they said.
That's
Speaking of dogs,
Cole is wanting in.
He's the power of the dog.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I felt that it was trying to remind us that it was a Ghostbusters movie, and I thought not the original cast, but the new cast, especially McKenna Grace. Is that her name, McKenna?
Yeah, I think she was great.
She's phenomenal in this movie. Paul Rudd was okay. Like, he was basically what
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis was.
Yeah.
But likable, maybe, right? I mean, Rick Moranis wasn't.
He was likable for me. He was likable for me. I felt bad for Rick Moranis in the original Ghostbusters film. I always felt bad for him. I felt like he was like he pined after your movie.
That is not my movie at all.
He pined after Dana, but Dana was not having feelings for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I felt so bad for him because I think I've been that guy. I've been that guy.
We've all been that guy.
That pined after a girl and was like, okay, yeah, sure, he can come too. It's fine. Yeah. But
I mean, I like the movie though. I give it 4 out of 5, and I don't know why that is such a bad score. It's a bad score for you.
I just pictured him having, I guess, a 5 because I was elevated with it. So now I'm so surprised. Like, to me, anything that he likes or don't like now, I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't know. Like, I loved 8-Bit Christmas. I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna feel about it anymore. I thought I knew you, Brandon. But
I love that. I do. I actually do love that because you get to change it up a little bit. But I'm actually honest with how I felt about it. I mean, that's what we do.
I like that. Be honest. Be yourself.
Yeah, right. Be yourself. I thought it was a really good movie, though. I look forward to the sequel. But I also have another issue with the original Ghostbusters, how they appear.
Okay.
It felt like they just show up. I feel they could have done a better job with that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't want anything to take away from the new cast, though.
Yeah.
So maybe
they
like
they just, like at the end.
Yeah, they just kind of show up. I was like, and I swear, if Dan would have said, "We're not gods again," I was gonna jump up in the theater. I was gonna like, God.
Yeah, he struggled with what to say.
Yeah, actually. He did struggle. I like that. That was funny. But I really love the new cast. I look forward to the new sequel.
I felt Bill Murray was a little flat for me.
That's Bill. For me, very good.
Yeah, honestly, I felt he was a little flat as far as like his how he felt, how he hey, Zool, we should have, Gozer, we could have had a thing together. Like it would. I don't think it was as funny as like there's some jokes in there that just didn't hit, but ultimately McKenna Grace was great. Even that Finn Wolfhard kid,
Finn,
whatever the kid is, I liked him.
I
thought he wasn't terrible. Because I've had an issue with him post Stranger Things. I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know. I think I seen him in the trailer for that turn of the screw.
Screw, yeah.
And I was like, I don't like that kid.
Well, he's not meant to be liked in that movie.
Yeah, but still, I just something about his the way he looked. I was like, oh, I just want to smack that kid.
Yeah, he looks.
Now I want to smack kids. Now I don't want to smack children. You shouldn't smack kids. But yeah.
Wow. On another note, I thought they did a really good job of Winston.
What else you watch, Brandon?
I give props to Winston, who is.
What are you saying, Brandon?
I love what they're doing with him. I'm glad he's going to be the mentor of the new Ghostbusters.
I like that.
They're righting wrongs.
Yep.
But what else did I see? I saw Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City.
You could have skipped that.
It is a more faithful adaptation to the video games. I will say that. I have some issues with it. The things I did like, I really liked, but I also scratched my head with a lot of stuff too. I gave that a 3 out of 5. There's some things that are just wrong,
right?
But there's some things that are right. But the director though is a John Carpenter Mark. And if he ever watches it, he'll see what I'm talking about. Just the camera shots. He did The Strangers Pray at Night.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't love that movie, but I appreciate the shots in the movie.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of that film, Strangers Pray at Night. I thought it's a total slasher film.
Yeah, it's a slasher.
But
I wanted the original feel of for the sequel.
But I think that the characters in that movie just do things, in my opinion, just totally dumb. It's just like unforgivably idiotic. But anyway,
well, there you are.
Yeah, that's when Matthew White was asleep on the set at the TV station. But y'all can't see what I'm talking about. Anyway, I have pictures just going through on the TV here. Anyway,
yeah.
But
what
did you watch?
I watched Justice League.
That's what I was
Snyder's
going to get
Cut.
to. It's the bridge to this movie.
Yes. Oh my effing God.
Why you gotta say that, man? Lord Jesus Christ, please forgive the sinner. I don't know who you are.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's by far the best version of Justice League.
It's by far the best.
I like it as
film
much
ever.
as the original Avengers.
It's the best DC film.
I actually said it in my review. It's the best DC film I've seen.
Yeah. It
tops The Dark Knight for me. And I never thought anything would top that. But I loved Ben. He played Batman here.
Yeah, he was Batman.
Like in the original version,
he was a great mixture between Bruce and Batman. Yeah.
Like in the original version, he looked so lifeless and like I do not want to be here. In this version, he embraced the character and he was Batman. I love Henry as Superman. I love the entire cast. I even like the Flash more in this one.
Yeah.
Which I never had an issue with him in the first one. He was just really silly. But he wasn't as silly.
Toned it down.
Yeah, they toned it down.
And then, what did you feel about Cyborg? Do you feel like they finally fleshed out?
No, yeah, he was very fleshed out.
Like it made him like you could see why he's such a a badass or such a complex character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like an actual good character. Because when I first seen the movie, I was like, why would anybody ever want to watch this guy in a movie? Like I'm thinking, who is this guy? But that actually dug him. I thought that he was totally good.
Yeah, he was great. Steppenwolf was phenomenal in my opinion in this version.
Looked better. It looked so much better.
Was Darkseid in the movie, the previous version?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either. I was like, oh man, I'm loving this. And Connie Nielsen's character doesn't die in this version.
Who's she?
Like the
Amazonian.
Yeah.
The mom.
I want to say she's the mom
Of Dana.
Yeah, I want to say that. If she's not the mom, she's like a mother figure.
Yep.
I don't really remember if she's actually the mom though.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give props to him. I never thought I would give props, but Leto, I liked you in this.
Jared Leto.
Your little cameo, I loved it.
Yeah,
So,
I like that. I like to see where they're going with that Joker. And that's the sad thing is, I don't think nothing will come up after that film. I don't think that there's. I think Snyder's done. I think that was a one thing.
I hope not.
But I think that hopefully DC will look at it and be like, so this is what we need to do to save our series.
This is exactly what you need to do.
But I doubt if they do that. But yeah,
I thought it was phenomenal. 5 out of 5 for me. It actually may be the best comic book film of the year for me. And it's not even. I mean, it wasn't. It came out this year.
Technically, come out this year, but this is a new. It's just day and night from the first one we seen. That what's the guy's name? From Buffy, the guy that did Buffy.
The first Avengers.
Yeah. What's his name? It just starts with a W. I'm blanking.
I'm blanking on it too. He got some hot water after this movie.
Yeah, because I
don't think he's done anything since.
Yeah, I think he tried to make he had that weird scene with the Flash, like pretty much humping, Wonder Woman. He lands on top of her. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," It's just awkward. Joss Whedon.
There you go.
Joss Whedon. Yeah, Whedonverse. Joss Whedon. Yeah, this movie. Joss Whedon, and I've been a fan of yours back with Buffy and Angel, stuff like that, and Firefly or whatever. But hey, buddy, your movie is terrible compared to what Zack Snyder's cut is.
But I don't blame him.
You think
I think studios wanted that? No, I don't blame him. I really don't. Even though they did say he was kind of a bully on set, so
yeah,
I don't know, but he hasn't had work since, so. I think he's still doing the Buffy reboot, but
yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that goes. Well, let's go ahead and get to Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. So this movie came out in 2018. And initially, this movie is it was such a breath of fresh air. It was I can watch animated movies, but I'm not really huge into, you know what I'm saying?
Unless it's Pixar.
Yeah, I mean, me liking the Mitchells versus the Machine is,
You like that one Santa movie though?
Yeah, Klaus.
Klaus, yeah.
Yeah, and it was on Netflix. It was the best animated movie I saw that year. And you, I think you thought the same thing.
I thought it was good.
I thought you thought it was the best animated movie you saw that year.
I don't remember.
I forget what it was a couple years ago, right? Wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was top of your list. It was maybe top 5, I think. Was it top 5?
I'm not sure.
Klaus?
I'm really not sure. I know it was high up there for you.
Yeah.
I liked the movie. I thought it was a good movie. Good story.
Yeah.
But you were very impressed with the animation.
Yeah.
That movie,
but that's my point.
It felt old school animation.
That's my point in this movie. This movie feels old school. So, teen Miles Morales becomes Spider-Man of his universe and must join with 5 spider-powered individuals from other dimensions to stop Kingpin. It doesn't say that, but stop a threat for all realities. But that's who they stopped on this Kingpin. This movie. I'm sorry. Let me go back one, guys. And this movie stars as Miles Morales, Shamik Moore. Shamik Moore is in. He plays Ghostface. He plays. I want to say Ghostface Killer. No. He's in the Wu-Tang Clan saga, the American Saga. It's a TV show about Wu-Tang, their rise to hip hop stardom. Mm-hmm. He plays Raekwon the God. So he Raekwon the Chef. He goes to Raekwon the Chef. They take a lot of their names from kung fu films. Ghostface Killer, Ghostface, he literally took it from I think Scream, and but just
I know him.
Yeah,
through a video game.
Yeah, and then RZA and Jizza.
It's sad that I know him through a video game, but I do.
Was it the Wu-Tang video game? There was a Wu-Tang video game.
No,
Was it Def Jam?
It was one of the Def Jams.
Okay.
He just shows up, and I'm like, oh, cool, I get to beat him up.
Jake Johnson.
I love him.
As Peter B. Parker.
Oh my god, I want him to show up as a Spider-Man live action.
Yeah, he would be great.
I don't know how that would look, but I want him to show up.
Haley Stanfield as Gwen Stacy, aka Gwen Spider Gwen is what somebody once called her. But she also, this same lady is currently in Hawkeye. She plays like that.
I thought she was,
and she's so good in that show. Michelle Ali, Michelle, I cannot pronounce his name right. I'm sorry.
Plays the uncle, right?
He plays the Uncle Aaron, which obviously you know him as Blade. So these people have gone on to. I love it. And
see then what you're doing, Sonny. We like it.
Brian Tyree Henderson, I think his name is.
He's also in the MCU and Eternals.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, Marvel's like, I see what you're doing, Sonny, and I'm going to raise you.
And Lily Tomlin is Aunt May. And there's so many other people to kind of talk about. Spider-Ham, or Spider-Pig is John Mulaney. And then Nicolas Cage as Spiderman Noir.
Former Marvel character, Ghost Rider.
And she's Christy Agatha or whatever. Agatha Harkness in WandaVision. You know, like everybody is Marvel. It's like this movie's so great.
Sneaky, ain't they? They sneaky.
Yeah, they like let's audition them their voices, and then later on we cast them and stuff. It's crazy how many. I just noticed this, man. It's crazy how many people that was in that movie doing voice acting went on to be in Marvel. Properties.
We're just waiting for you, Nick.
Oh, Nick! I mean, you're coming.
Nick's coming. Nick's coming back.
Ghost Rider.
I mean, he really is. He's playing Dracula for Universal.
That's pretty awesome. I'm happy for him.
Oh, I am too. I said it 10 years ago. He would get a resurgence, and he's got one, baby.
and I would argue and say that his resurgence started with Spider-Man to the Spiderverse, because this. Like voice-wise.
Yeah, voice-wise, yeah. I agree with you.
And then but it started getting him work. And then, I think parents and, some more other stuff that he started doing is leading to this resurgence that he's going through.
I'm so happy for him. I really am.
Mandy is obviously the biggest thing that kind of sparked that. And then Pig, although you didn't like it as much, I think he's going to get
I didn't like it as much.
I hope he gets an Academy Award nod.
I doubt he will.
He's just
knowing how the Academy
people won't take him serious, but I think Andrew Garfield should definitely get one for Tick Tick Boom. I thought he was excellent in that movie, but Will Smith should get it this year, guy. I'm just gonna let you know that. Did you ever watch?
I saw King Rich. We talked about it last week.
Yeah, but
excellent. I said just give him the Oscar now. I mean, there ain't nobody taking it from him. Nobody.
Yeah.
If he don't get it, he's nominated, right? He
will be nominated. There's no way he's not going to be nominated.
If he doesn't get nominated, it's the biggest snub since Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I agree. Although I haven't seen that movie, but from everyone I've heard, he should have won for
or at least been nominated. He didn't even get nominated, and the reason was so stupid because Adam's a funny man. We can't nominate people that do films like he does, and I hate that.
That's kind of bigoted.
Yeah,
but. What was the score? What is the numbers, man?
I can't remember from heart, but I lost it.
Brandon lost it. Let me see if there's any comments while Brandon finds himself.
That'd be twice in 1 year. How about that?
Hey, Devon Frank Whitlow is watching. All jokes aside, that RC sign needs to go down. We don't like that. Or drink it, them family. Yeah, I don't care about that. I keep it because, my dad actually got it to me back in the day. That's why I got the sign. My dad doesn't work for RC. And no, we don't really drink RC like that. Because my dad, the way my dad go was kind of shady. RC's shady. But I don't want to get rid of something. It's just up there. Anyway, go ahead. Numbers.
It's got an 8.4 out of 10 on IMDb. It's got an 87% on Metacritic. Go Metacritic. 87% like it on Google, 97% on the Rotten Tomatoes. So it's certified fresh. And it has a 93% audience score.
Okay.
That one I did remember without looking.
So what set this movie apart? All right, so nobody's talking on our page. Y'all keep the comments coming. I'll try to periodically look back. Thank you, Derek. I'm Devon. You know you are. I love you. Anyway,
gotta get your family members right.
His name's Derek, but
he goes by Devon.
Yeah, on Facebook. So,
or Devon.
No, not Devon. He's not Dudley boy. What's wrong with you? Get the tables. But yeah. So the animation, obviously animation is at 24 frames per second or whatever, something like that. Where like you look at Pixar stuff, it moves fluently or whatever.
You can't help but name them.
No, I'm just saying it moves fluently. Any animation, but this movie, what made this movie different is they slowed down the animation and it allowed you kind of see all the different parts and of the characters, and then like the way that they respond. And I love that when he becomes Spider-Man, when he becomes bitten. A couple of things I noticed. One,
go ahead.
I love that. All right, so Miles is a kid that draws. He really doesn't. His dad and mom. He won a sweepstake to go to this new school. He doesn't really want to go to this school. He's popular at his school, but he's doing it so he feels like he just doesn't fit in. Yeah. So he pretty much goes. He doesn't feel like he can really communicate with his parents, so he leans to his uncle. And that dawned on me that he doesn't have an Uncle Ben. He has an Uncle Aaron, but still, it's the same type of idea. He looks at his Uncle Aaron as an older brother figure, almost like a surrogate father. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I agree with that.
But yeah, I noticed that when he gets bit by the spider, with other movies, whenever Spider-Man gets bit, we only have one example, maybe two. In Amazing Spider-Man, do we show him getting bit?
I think they do. And at Aquarps, but I don't recall. I don't remember as much as I remember Toby's.
Yeah, Toby's he really had a reaction to it.
Yeah,
he had fever and got sick and stuff like that. Whereas with him, he gets bit and it's and it shows the spider, going into his hand. He said, hits it, and that's it. It's just wasn't it's okay, it's whatever. I love that. I thought that was hilarious. That I didn't catch it the first time I watched this movie, but I thought that was funny.
I'm glad you did.
What you got?
What I love about what you were saying about the Uncle Aaron, I mean, it's always been an uncle in some form or another, or someone that's close. The original, of course, it was Uncle Ben. Amazing Spider-Man, Uncle Ben again. The MCU version, it's Tony Stark. Who's not his uncle, but he's like a father figure to him. It's always like that father figure that, you feel that connection, and then it's, they got to take him out.
Yeah.
And it was a touching moment when Aaron finds out that it's his nephew, it's Miles, playing this character, this new Spider-Man. It's like, man, I can't do this, And
he also, and I bet you Uncle Aaron felt some shame.
Yeah.
The fact that his nephew's looking at him with fear. And he probably never in his life, as a family member, as you as a family member, as you as a father, you never want to have your son look at you with fear. You know what I'm saying? It would just break you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would, actually. But getting back to this, it was a very touching moment. It was, Kingpin's there watching. He said, "What's the problem?" He can't do it, so he backs up a little bit, and of course he ends up getting shot
by Kingpin.
Yeah, and my phone was going off again.
Well, it happens, but before all that happens,
will you leave me alone?
Before that happens, like when Miles, so he gets bit because his uncle takes him to a little spot to tag. He does street art and stuff, but his dad always tells him to take down his little. He can't do it on the grand scale that he wants to, so he just takes these little name tags, and he already has the graffiti on it, and he just tags with those little name tags, his little stamp, and his dad makes him go back and put it back, and Tyree, I forget his name,
Brian Tyree
Henry, does such a great job as the father. Jefferson, right? He does such a great job as this Miles' dad, and he
does play a good father.
Yeah, and he's and everything like that he's a dad in.
Yeah.
But he's like, I love you. Say I love you back, and then like he's like, come on, Dad. You're like, no, I love you. No, I love you, Dad. Dad, I love you. I love you, Dad. And so finally he says it, and then like and then he says copy, and then like as soon as he goes into school, you hear kids copy. I love you, Dad. But I mean, just that it's funny because he was embarrassed to say I love you to his dad in public, but at the end of it, he got to a point where he wasn't afraid to say it even as Spider-Man, even though the dad doesn't know.
No, he doesn't know. I always kind of thought he picked up on that at the end when I first saw it. That it was because he kind of looks at it like, why did he say I love you? Then the light bulb goes off. But rewatching it, I don't know if he actually did pick up on that. But I always thought he did. But before we get into,
heavy
all of that.
Yeah. Well, you are going to spoil some stuff. But go ahead. That's what you do. I ain't worried about it. I know you, Brandon. What was you going to say?
Well, I was wanting to talk about the original Spider-Man in this universe.
Okay, yeah.
Him fighting, I don't know who the character is. It looks like Frankenstein's monster.
We got some more comments. All right. Devon to family, Derek to everybody else, but I will really love to come on y'all's show. Y'all's podcast, only Facebook show I watch. Well, thank you. We had to do a show that you would want to do an episode. Also, Tommy Loving wants to come on the show. Brandon, he wants to come on the same time we do Maverick and all that stuff next year.
You talking about Top Gun Maverick or Maverick the regular TV Western?
Top Gun. The Tom Loving that loves airplanes. You know the guy that you said last week? Remember what you said about this?
I don't remember what I said. I thought we were still talking about Tom Cruise. And, Tom Cruise is in that weird...
Isaiah Spivey says, who they?
Who they?
All jokes aside, RC sign needs to come there. All right, well, yeah, I think it's old. But all right, we ain't worried about that. All right.
We ain't worried.
All them movies look like Mom's old closet and little blockbuster. Yep. Who was that? But anyway.
That may have been
my wife. That's right. So what were you about to ask?
I was just going to say we should talk a little bit about the original Spider-Man.
Who is the same guy that played him, like the Peter B. Parker? Is the same guy that plays the other Peter?
I don't know.
Different.
I didn't see it in the.
I didn't see it in the
credits, so I saw Jake Johnson.
Chris Pine, he sings. He does the Spider-Man on the Spider-Man singing album. Yes, Chris Pine's in this universe.
Of course he is.
Who else is? Everybody. Is he also in another Marvel movie? I'm just saying.
No, he's in DC.
But he's no. Okay, I was gonna say Star Trek, but Star Trek is not.
Star Trek is not Marvel.
Star Trek is not. I was thinking Star Wars.
Did Disney buy it?
Maybe they will. You never know.
Actually, did they? Isn't it Fox?
No,
it's not. I thought that was a Fox property.
No, Star Trek is Paramount.
Okay. Well, they're good for now.
For now, Lee Schreiber is Wilson Fisk. But yeah, no, go ahead.
I love that he was going to train him and everything. He he was like a feel good Spidey man. Even at 26 years old, he just everything seemed to just go his way until this unforgettable night.
Sorry, Kravitz. I mean, like, who else?
But like I said, he was fighting the Frankenstein. I don't know. That's what I call him, Frankenstein monster, because that's what he looks like. I don't actually know who he is. Green Goblin, which was a weird Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a little disappointed. That's the one little thing I am disappointed with this movie. That's the only scene that he comes in.
Yeah.
That's a big scene, but it's... And, of course, he's fighting Kingpin. And was Doc Ock in that scene, too? Or did she come in later?
She came in later.
All right. I couldn't recall. But I love the whole scene. And when he's trapped and... Interesting person.
He's in this movie too. Who else is just?
I love Stan Lee's cameo, by the way.
Yeah.
I love Stan Lee's cameos and everything.
I was trying to see if I seen anybody else credited as Peter Parker's voice.
It may have been Jake Johnson.
It might be Jake Johnson. It makes sense that
they did approach Toby.
Oh, well, but not. What'd you think about?
I heard rumors they approached him and he couldn't do it or something.
Yeah. What you think about? All right, what do you think about in this universe, like the Peter Parker of this universe versus the Peter B. Parker? Both of them had like little bits where they like, for one, it says I kissed a girl, and then but it was the reverse where she was hanging up and he was kissing her, but it was like the image of that they did in Spider-Man 1, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And then he held back a train, which it was a. You know, it was Spider-Man 2. And then
they mentioned the weird dancing.
And he does a little dance moves, the same type of moves. Although in there, he was wearing black. You can't use Tobey Maguire's likeness to it yet.
Yeah, I was happy. I remember watching this first time in theaters. I was happy to see them showing love to Tobey because it seems like the guy gets no love these days. Until No Way Back or No Way Home.
No Way Home. I hope. I ain't watched none of the trailers other than the first two.
They're not going to spoil it. They're not. I have a theory what's going to happen. I kind of told him.
Stuff, so.
I kind of told him what I thought was going to happen. I'll go ahead and tell y'all too. Guess what I do?
Go ahead, Brandon.
I feel like Andrew Garfield's going to be the one that bites it. And Toby's just going to have a cameo. But, because I heard a rumor that Toby's going to end up being in the Doctor Strange film. As like a supporting character.
I would love for all of them to be in it. I would love for Miles Morales to show up like a.
I think. I feel
know that this has a sequel coming out.
This one, yes.
Yeah, of course it does because this movie made money.
Yeah, but I feel like Miles really needs to have his own movie. He doesn't really need to show up here. I mean,
he'll be squashed between the other people.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Holland's probably going to get squashed. And it's his movie.
We have a comment.
We have a comment.
Who at the door? Oh, that's new. Thorin Oakenshield. Hey, Thorin. Have you seen Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse? And tell me what you think. But yeah. So Miles, Peter wanted to train him. Mm-hmm. Peter actually had himself together. He married Mary Jane. He was gonna do this, but then Mr. Fisk, with the Kingman, murders him.
Yeah,
straight murders the man.
Yeah,
and then secret gets out. He's Spider-Man. And man,
this got dark.
Yeah, it gets dark real fast.
It does get dark.
And the thing is, Miles sees this.
Yeah.
And sees Spider-Man die, and that shapes everything he does going forward. Like his decisions to he will not let Peter B. Parker die. You know, he doesn't want to see no other Spider-Man die. Because Peter says to Miles, I can't let you die. And he said, no, I can't let you die. I love also how Miles was at first dressed up as a kid in a kid Spider-Man costume, playing Spider-Man almost.
Yeah, he was.
And then I love when he comes into his own. I want to see more Aunt May too. Honestly, like if they do another one, I want to see that Miles still keeps a relationship going with Aunt May.
Yeah,
because she says, can you? Because when everybody's like coming at him, like, can you reroute a blah 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 blah, or can you fight and get back up, and can you do this? Can you do that? She says, can you help your dear Aunt May online dating profile? I want to get back out there. It's funny.
You gotta help Aunt May out.
But it made me think. It dawned on me. I was like, I would love to see Aunt May and and Miles still have this type of relationship. Is somebody walking on my roof?
I hear something. I don't know what.
I see Midnight Mass, so I don't want to hear footsteps on my roof, man.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil.
I ain't spoiling. I'm just saying.
Don't spoil it.
I'm just saying. All right, what we saying here? All right, you moved your day from Friday. Well, Brandon couldn't make it initially, so we had to do it on today. You moved your name to Thorin. Buffer. It's Buffer. All right, hey, bud. Go ahead.
I was so captivated with you and Buffer and Buffer and the Hobbit and Thorin. What is he?
Oh,
now?
Just go ahead and talk the movie. I gotta save my voice, man.
You gotta save the voice. Oh, that's not good. JR's gotta save the voice. The king cannot lead. The king does not lead. I'm not gonna say what the king says during the attitude era. I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh, I mean,
I'm trying to keep it PG, and that's what you get onto me all the time. Just keep it PG.
But
anyway. Don't be you.
No,
be PG version of you.
Don't just be too.
There is no PG version of me. I'm trying.
What are we saying? Anything.
We're saying a bunch of random stuff at the moment. But okay.
What was your thoughts on all right, let's see. What were your thoughts on
Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got it. Okay, so what I love the story arc of this Peter Parker. Because he doesn't have anything together. He's divorced. He
had failed.
He lives in his costume. He literally lives in a costume, eating pizza. And I love when he gets transported into Miles' universe. He's eating pizza. And the pizza goes up on the wall. And I just love everything about that scene. It's like, I don't want to go there.
Khalil says, because they are. I don't know what that refers to, Khalil. Let me know. Thank you, bro, for watching, though. He's
my family. Mic out of the way.
What? No, how else would we be listening? Who said that?
I don't know. I didn't get the name.
Oh, let me see. Who moved the mic out of the way? Where for what? What is? There's not. It's not blocking anything other than this shirt that represents the Bengals.
That's right. Hooray!
They are winning currently. Brandon tells me.
They're 7-4, and they just blew out Pittsburgh. They swept Pittsburgh, actually.
Oh, move your mic out of the way. Come on, Khalil. Why? What do you want to see? I have nothing to.
My condolences to every Pittsburgh Steelers fan that's watching at the moment.
Like this, move it here, move it right there. I mean, I don't want to. It's just move it towards us. Cause we can do that too.
He is stuck on the mic.
All right, that's okay. I don't want to keep touching the mic because that's gonna make my sound bad. I know stuff.
You know stuff?
Yeah. I got to move back here so I can see what I'm doing. All right. I tried, but. All right. What is Thorin saying? Spiderverse was easy to like before the MCU. Spider-Man was the best Marvel character. Good question. Let's keep that up real quick. Brandon, was Spider-Man, in your opinion, the best Marvel character? Now, I will include not just Marvel Cinematic Universe people. I'm including the whole Marvel comic book characters come to life. So X-Men included, whatever. Is Spider-Man
on the big screen?
Yeah, big screen.
Spider-Man the easiest to like or the best?
He says Spider-Man. Read the bloody questions right there.
Spider-Man was easy to like before the MCU. Spider-Man was the best Marvel character.
That's the debate. is Spider-Man the best Marvel character? And so, in this case, you will include the Tobey Maguires, the Andrew Garfields, and then of course Tom
this
Holland.
animated picture.
And this, yeah.
I can't say he's not. I mean, he gets all the kids in. He gets all the families in. I mean, it's a real thing. And the reboot kind of didn't do that with Andrew Garfield. That sequel didn't do as well. But
they made him more of a butthole. Like after Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was more of a butthole.
But I mean, he's not my favorite. But they don't do my favorite right in the MCU, so it doesn't really matter.
Toby?
No, Hulk.
Your favorite MCU character? Oh, is Hulk.
Yeah.
So the Ed Norton Hulk.
I like that version. I don't like
what's the other guy?
Ruffalo's.
Before
Eric Bana.
Eric Banner, yeah.
No, that movie's.
He fought a giant poodle.
He did. God bless him.
There's a giant poodle in that movie.
But they have. I don't like the direction he's going. I don't think they know the direction that Banner's going in, and so. But to answer this debate, in my opinion, I would yes.
Best Marvel character.
He's more bankable. He gets families in. He gets kids in. My kid loves him. It's his favorite. You know, he's becoming a Joker fan.
He was cool. Spider-Man for me was cool. I've always been partial to Wolverine. I've always liked Wolverine. But I've only had Q playing Wolverine. Then like the big screen version of Nightcrawler was great as well.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, yeah, the best Marvel character. I guess Spider-Man, but Wolverine is up there.
Like, as far as MCU though, he's not my favorite.
Maybe even Deadpool. Like a lot of people like Deadpool.
Yeah, I like Deadpool. But my favorite, personally, as far as MCU, who I think they've done the best job with, is probably Captain America. But I love what they're doing with Spider-Man right now.
I like it. It's a good idea about Captain America. You're right.
But Toby's always going to be my favorite.
Khalil, you got any questions? I'll answer them for you, buddy. Or anybody else, too. But, yeah.
So who do you think is the best? Never actually said. You kind of agree, but you don't. So
Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man is that one character.
He's bankable.
That when he pops up in anything, you get excited to see him. He's like Marvel's Superman. In the sense of that he's that big of a star. Like when Superman pops up in Dawn of Justice, listen to me. When Superman pops up in Dawn of Justice, it changes the whole game.
I will admit
Superman
Snyder
is my favorite DC character.
What Snyder did with Clark Kent / Superman, it made me a fan of Superman. I'll admit that. I have not been a fan prior to that. But I would have said that you're going to compare the two. I thought you would have chose Batman.
He's talking about the shirt, by the way.
No, it's not. But I'm not a big fan of Kentucky.
He said it.
I'm just not. I don't like the Kentucky Wildcats in basketball
like
or football. I don't have a problem with WKU. I mean, I cheer for them if they make the tournament. Well, not really. When Patino was there, I didn't like Louisville when Patino was there. I don't like Patino, period.
I seen Jamal Mashburn in Kentucky once. I went to UK.
Yeah, he played there.
And I, as a kid, and we went to a field trip, and Jamal Mashburn was shooting basketball on the court. That's pretty awesome. I also met Eddie George, but I didn't know who he was, so it wasn't that important at that point.
That's Tennessee.
I know.
That's close enough, right?
I know now.
Yeah, I've never been a big Titans fan either.
My sister met, I think, Chad Ochocinco. That guy? Is that his name?
Chad Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Formerly known as Chad Johnson. Oh, he's known now as Chad Johnson.
Pac-Man. Is that Pac-Man Jones a different person?
That's Adam.
Did he play for Bengals too?
He did it towards the end of his career, yeah. Okay. As a quarterback.
At the end of it. Then he went to TNA and it ended. All right, go ahead.
The TNA happened before he went to Cincinnati. He played for Tennessee as well. Pac-Man. He was playing for Tennessee when he went to TNA because they're from Nashville.
My bad. My bad to get you on football. Let's get back to the Spider.
Yeah, I can talk.
I don't know football like that, but anyway, I know football movies.
But yeah, I've always been more of a Cincinnati fan. Whereas college basketball, college football. Well, I don't watch college football really.
Yeah. Cincinnati had on there.
Yeah, but the Bengals. Been a fan since
my sister's a fan. She's a huge fan.
Huge fan. Huge.
She met a lot of the players.
I never really met any.
But she also lived in Cincinnati at one point.
But yeah, they were the first. The first game I ever watched was Super Bowl 23 when the Bengals were in it and they played Joe Montana.
We can get back to Spider-Man.
We can. I'm just trying to answer a question and explain why. It was the first
time.
I
understand that you love Spider. The team with the orange tigers.
So after that game, I've just been a fan of theirs.
He's been
through all the losing efforts, the bungles, all of it.
And one
the
day,
joke of the NFL.
They hope that they make it to the Super Bowl.
Hey, this Burrow kid's good. I know you have no idea who I'm talking about.
Burrow. Is it like
Joe Burrow?
Okay, I think of Prison Break. I'm pretty sure his name.
It's not Lincoln Burrows, okay?
Okay. He's playful. That'd be hilarious. But anyway, so back to what really matters: Spider-Man.
I think the Bengals matter. That's all I'm saying.
I hope y'all win. I hope y'all do make it. I'll be so proud for you. But
me too.
Anyway, back to this movie. So after his uncle dies, what do you think about the twist that Doc Ock is a lady? Oliver.
Oh. Yeah, I had to get back to the Spiderverse there.
I know you
because I was still
you turned into Al Bundy for a second there, poke high.
But it was an interesting twist there.
That's what I'm waiting on Modern Family, by the way. Is I need a Married with Children reunion.
They haven't done it. No,
not yet. Like there's one episode where Bud Bundy was on there, but I don't think he ever shared screen time with Al.
What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? who has Bud Bundy pop up in the show and Ed O'Neill's on there and you don't have them together? It's like having Peggy Bundy, Katie Seagal popping up on there and not having them do a scene.
She never been on there?
I don't recall ever seeing her on there.
She does a lot of TV.
Christina Applegate, never seen her on there.
I can understand.
We need to have them. She just was diagnosed with MS, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I hate to hear that, but I hope that she fights strong. But yeah, it's missed opportunities, man. I'm almost towards the end of the show, and as of yet, no Married with Children. Well, the last season ended like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, it's not on the air anymore.
No,
I thought it was still going. That's how much I watched.
It ended maybe a couple years ago.
Well, what's he doing now?
Nothing.
Gotta get Ed working. You gotta get Ed working.
Jiu-jitsu, that's what he's doing. He's actually a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He can beat you up.
They should hurt you. Not review. They should reboot Dragnet. I mean, I think they did.
I like that, but all right. I like that. I did like that show. It was him and Ethan Embry, which I like Ethan Embry as well. I think it's Ethan Embry. I'm not wrong.
I didn't watch. But I think I remember he was.
What is he? No, ma'am. I don't know. I have no idea what that means. All right. Back to this movie. So what do you think about Olivia?
I thought it was a nice little twist. It was different. Doc Ock being a woman in the film. I'm not familiar with the comics to that degree, to whether she ends up becoming a woman or she becomes a woman. If Doc Ock becomes a woman.
There's a female version of Doc Ock.
Yes, technically.
There's actually female versions
of all of them, right?
like what the characters you've seen in this movie, like the other Spider-Man, those are from comic books.
I know. So I'm assuming she is Doc Ock in some universe, some alternate universe.
I don't know. I think all of them got all these alternate universes, like DC and Marvel and all of them. It's just weird. But anyway,
they got too many.
Yeah,
too many to keep.
That's why Marvel synced everything into one universe. I think that's what Marvel did.
Yeah.
Ew, I just spoiled something. But anyway, I spoiled something. But yeah, never mind.
What'd you spoil?
Nothing. Continue. Anyway, I forget you haven't watched the shows because it's all canon. But
look at this guy here.
Turn it, get my little spoiler sprint and spoiler spit. I can't get your name. Spidey. Anyway.
Is that what you're trying to go?
That's what I was trying to go for. But
well,
anyway,
look at you.
little
spoiler monster, you.
I thought you were call me something else. What? All right. Anyway.
What?
It's okay. Anyway, so.
I'm relaxed. In this universe, are y'all having a good time? Are you having a good time?
I am.
All right.
My voice doesn't seem like it is, but I am. So in this, we have the. What was I gonna say? So, all right, we have at the mouths, his uncle dies because they all find out that there's other Spider-Men. There's
Gwen.
There's Gwen Stacy, who is Spider-Woman, who in her world, Peter dies. Peter was actually the croc.
What?
Crocodile or alligator? The lizard.
The lizard.
Yeah, that was actually Peter, and because in the alternate comic book, Peter becomes that, and she ends up having to kill him to transfer from, and then he dies, but he's Peter Parker. But she couldn't save her best friend, Peter Parker. She says.
Yeah, I know she said that. I didn't know he was the lizard though.
Yeah, and then so in Ham's universe, he was actually a spider that got bit by a pig and became a spider pig. I don't know.
That's like
he's like Porky Pig, Bugs Bunny kind of rolled into like one honey baked ham.
Yeah, when they said, I will say one scene when they say that he says, "That's all, folks," and literally Jake Johnson's Peter Parker's like, he can't say that, can he? Legally?
Yeah. I love that. But yeah, and then you have Spiderman Noir.
Oh,
who was Nick Cage,
the great Nick,
and he's like, and Jake Johnson is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
He's so funny. He's like, how? Why is this trench coat like blowing in wind? We're in the shed. Where's the wind coming from? He says the wind is always with me. And just like his delivery is so deadpan and honest, and just like
great
Nick was great, man. Nick was solid. Everybody in this movie was solid. All the voice workers were solid. And then as you mentioned,
he
Stan
could
Lee.
so pull off Spiderman Noir.
Yeah,
because he's like the Watchmen character, right?
Yeah, that's what I get. I ain't never read the comic, but
I would love that because I love 1930s crime.
Yeah, it takes place in like 33.
Yeah,
he's fighting Nazis and stuff. Best Kingpin, Spiderverse, or Vincent D'Onofrio Daredevil? Vincent D'Onofrio Daredevil.
I can't comment because I haven't seen but like one episode of Daredevil. It was great, but I never got a chance to actually watch the show.
Vincent D'Onofrio is by far the best Kingpin, and you wouldn't throw in what's your boy? He's dead.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan.
I would have to say he's the best because he's the only Kingpin I know.
That's fair. That's fair. You see the look on my face because I would say Vincent D'Onofrio. If you ever get any type of Netflix or other streaming services for $25 a month,
I'm looking into it, Aaron. I'm looking into it.
You can watch it because it's on there. Oh, Joker TV's finally joined us. Who does his webs come from? Where does his web come from? Why can't I read? I read like Floyd Mayweather, but no, he can beat me up, so I'm gonna stop. But
you have to catch it first.
Yeah, he can catch me. I'm kind of portly. I'm not gonna run.
He had to fly all the way out here to Kentucky. He ain't doing that.
Oh no, there's no reason for him to come.
And you ain't living Bowling Green. We all know that.
Facts. But yeah. Where does his webs come from? So Tobey Maguire's, it was organic, so it came from his actual wrist, which I like that concept. But I think every other Spider-Man is a web shooter.
Yeah.
And then Aunt May gives this Miles Morales Peter's web shooters. So the web shooters that he has now is actually Peter's web shooters. But I like the idea of
his web shooters.
I like the idea that it's organic. You know. Did you?
Yeah, I like.
I didn't know if you like that or not.
Yeah, I love everything about Toby's version of Spider-Man. So,
Which is actually Raimi's version of Spider-Man. Let's be honest. Ted Raimi.
But who played him?
Yeah.
Who brought him to life?
Who made him?
Sam, maybe. I'm not.
Sam, and I said Ted. I meant Sam.
Oh, you got the name wrong.
Well, they all together. They all work together. Didn't John Travolta play Kingpin or something?
No.
Oh, you know what he's talking about is Punisher. He's talking about Punisher.
No, we ain't going there.
Was he not
that
Kingpin?
movie does not exist. John Travolta did not show up.
Who was he? Who was he in there?
I don't know who he was.
Is he not Kingpin?
I have no idea.
Version of Kingpin?
Maybe he is. He didn't show up though.
That's a good question.
And no, I would not say John Travolta was better than Michael Clark Duncan. God, it hurts me. He sucked in that movie. He did it for the paycheck, and that was it. They all did it for the paycheck, except for Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
He's the only one that got anything out of it.
What?
But he couldn't get a sequel.
Career? Did he get a career?
Well, he did The Mist after that, so I'm going to go yes.
What has he done lately?
1922. The Predator.
Yeah, he did do 1922.
Yeah, I like that movie. You don't.
Yeah, I didn't like it too much. I did like Gerald's Game. That was good. But anyway, because they came out like the same year.
What does that have to do with Thomas Jane?
I'm saying I like that other Stephen King adaptation better than that one that he's in.
You know what I like better?
What?
In the Tall Grass.
Compared to what?
I don't know. I'm just going Stephen King.
Compared to what?
Gerald's Game.
What? You're wrong. You're wrong, sir. You're wrong, sir.
Am I being argumentative?
Good day, sir. Good day. Anyway.
You hate that movie.
Yeah.
And I don't. Seriously, I don't understand why.
Because
I thought it was a solid movie.
It's
got Patrick Wilson in it.
I was scratching my leg with my gun in it, but
oh no! Okay, it's not good. It's not good.
You're okay. You're okay. You're fine.
If you hear gunshots, I'm okay. I promise.
There's no. You can't say that. We don't want to get kicked off the air. Anyway.
Or maybe we do.
No, we don't. But anyway, so
that was a good live reaction, though, right?
Okay, I guess so. It's something. It scared me. Started have heart palpitations. Something. I also have this thing here, but
I remember this.
But anyway, let's get back to
show the people we have weapons.
Weapons of mass destruction. But anyway,
the big show now. His onesie said.
I forgot. Okay, you don't have to remind me. I remember.
Destruction. The initials.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad. It's bad. That's Vince McMahon. We're gonna put a onesie on you that says "Weapons of Mass Destruction." It's gonna be great. I make money. Right. Vince McMahon.
That's why he has that theme. No, that's Shane McMahon's theme.
Who are you confusing, brothers? Huh?
You know, that was Vince's idea. It's all about the money with him.
Everything, or his, Anyway, I digress. Anyway, let's get back to this freaking movie with the Spider-Man. So, this movie. So at the end, I love that with the death of his uncle, he and his father comes to see him, and he can't really speak or anything. But he finally says, he finally taps into who he is and uses his power and knows how to use it. And I love that this Spider-Man, Miles Morales, has the ability to go invisible and shoot electricity, which I thought that was a fresh take on the character.
Well, I think he does the invisibility. I think it's one of his traits. It's one of his traits. I know it's his traits in the
I did.
Devon.
I took him to see Eddie when he was young. I don't know if he's referring to Murphy or Guerrero. or Long. No, not Ed Long. Nobody ever see that guy. Anyway,
I don't know Eddie Long.
he was a preacher that was notoriously corrupt. Anyway,
Was he on TVN?
Yes.
There you go.
Of course he was.
I think I brought some British accent out for some reason. I have no idea why. Was he on TVN?
Hi, father. Anyway, so the end of this movie.
Yeah.
So the Albert Fisk, is that his name? Am I right?
Yeah. I think the Travolta's character was Howard Payne.
Oh, you would know.
I sadly shouldn't know, though. That's the thing. I like Thomas Jane in the movie, but I don't. John Travolta makes me want to throw up when I watch
Who's
that
the best
movie.
Punisher? I don't know.
Best Punisher? Oh, that's my boy Shane. AKA John Berthel. That's his real name, by the way. I said Shane. Shane Walsh.
I haven't seen those.
Oh, and you don't even watch 1 second. It's 10 times better than Dolph Lundgren's or Thomas Jane.
Dang, all right, cool. But anyway, so he gets the outfit, Peter's actual outfit, Spider-Man, and he paints it and makes it his own.
Yes.
And he puts his own stamp on it, and he has the hoodie on, and it's just this Spider-Man, and I like it.
But I want to bring up one little thing.
Fisk, that's what I was gonna say. Fisk is his whole thing is he's trying to bring from the other dimension, or other multiverse, his wife and son back who died in the car wreck. That was a daughter?
That was a girl.
Dang, yeah, the ugly daughter, bro. What you gonna do? Fictionalize and come to life and beat me up and kill me like you did Spider-Man? No, but Vincent D'Onofrio is real, so I should stop. He scares me. All right, anyway, go ahead.
But what I was getting to was Miles was wanting to help, and Peter B. Parker wasn't going to let him. It was his decision because he wasn't ready. I love that emotional moment they have, and he's like, "I know how much you want this, but you're just not ready." And the realization is like, he's right. I'm not, but I want to so bad because if I don't, he dies. And it's just a huge moment. It's a huge burden on Miles to have to carry that. No, he's going to be responsible because he couldn't control his powers, couldn't make them come whenever they wanted to. So I thought it was a big moment in the movie. And then, of course, the scene with his dad happens, as you said, and he kind of becomes into his own, and he shows up and helps him. I also love when they are defeating Kingpin, and they're sending the people back, the other Spider-Man back, and that moment he has with Peter B. Parker again. And it hits me right in the heart. Yeah. Because it's almost like a scene from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Gwen Stacy when she's falling to her death. Spoiler.
That is Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen Amazing Spider-Man 2. Not many did.
I did.
I did too. It did flop. It did flop at the box office. But he's kind of falling like that, but with grace, with a smile on his face.
I cannot wait for Spider-Man. No way home. I'm just saying. But go ahead.
He's like, "That was awesome, kid." That kind of moment is like, you come into your own. I'm proud of you. It was just a big moment in the film. I love this movie. This movie this movie was 2018 favorite film of the year. Yeah. It made my best.
I think it made my best.
And I went into this movie not expecting. I expected to like it. I didn't expect it to love it. Yeah. And it's the only time, in my opinion, Sony has done something perfect.
Good, yeah. We can go ahead and get into the numbers. So I give this movie 5 markouts out of 5. There is no way to give it anything less. It's a perfect film that Marvel didn't do. It's an association with Marvel, but it's Sony, like you said, Sony. I mean, Sony did it. I don't know what Sony's done lately because that's like really good. I guess the other Spider-Man movies are Sony.
They're Sony, but Marvel has a huge stake in it. I mean,
grab on it.
Yeah, they do. I don't know how much Marvel's involved with Venom. I'm gonna say not much. I think the ending, they probably had a lot to do with.
Yeah, going forward, they have something to do with. But yeah.
Maybe they helped with Morbius. I don't know. I'd say not, but then maybe they did. I don't know. But Sony.
So are they like?
Are they
MCU as well? I mean, they are Morbius, and I know Blade because they had that at the end of Eternals.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Eternals if you haven't seen it. Okay, that's all right. Michelle,
you don't see him, but it's him.
You hear his voice. He's Blade, which I'm cool with that. I think he's going to be an excellent Blade. You
gotta have at least a cameo from Wesley.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. If Wesley pops up.
With the multiverse, he could still be Blade.
I love. It's just spoilers for what we do in the shadows. There's a scene in What We Do in the Shadows in one of the seasons where like they are having a vampiric council, and one of the vampires on council is Wesley Snipes, because Blade is technically a vampire, and so it's just funny that he's on there and he's talking, and he's like, we should banish him and stuff like that, because they're like, what do you think, Mr. Wesley Snipes? It's just so funny. That show is hilarious. What We Do in the Shadows. You should watch it. It's on Hulu. All right, let's see. I got a comment, and then I get my boy score right here. My boy being Brandon, that's what I mean. It's my boy, my homie. Let's see your best Spider-Man web shoot. Oh Lord. Oh, that's kind of embarrassing.
Was that it?
That's mine right there.
What's this? What's this? You look like you're Elvis, man. Yeah. Or Booker T doing a spin-a-rooney.
Booker T like this 5 times. 5 times.
Didn't he originally start like doing this?
I don't remember. I don't remember
the origin stage of the spin-a-rooney?
Innovation of the spin-a-rooney. It's just always was dumb. You know what the dumbest wrestling hold in wrestling history, in my opinion? It's the worm. That was so dumb.
I did it in sophomore year. I got a little upset though. The guy was laying on the ground, ended up getting up as I was doing this.
Did you?
And I had to. I couldn't stop. I had to do the chop on concrete. I was like, you screwed it up, man. I don't remember the guy's name. I'm glad he participated. He said he got scared. He said,
"I bet you was a big boy."
Yeah, I was still big.
Yeah. I would
like, man, it was like a big great white shark coming at me. It's like I didn't know what to do, so I just got up and ran.
I would run too. There's no way I'm gonna let you kayfabe land on me.
But it was the only time in high school that I got like a standing ovation for anything. Because usually I was in trouble because I was hitting people 2x4s.
And he got in trouble after that. No,
that was actually my last day. Because I was.
You should have ended with the leg drop, or you should have ended with the people's elbow or something. Even that's trash, but but it's electrifying seeing it in person. Like I think I seen Rock in Nashville once, or I'm pretty sure I seen him down. I seen Hogan, I seen Piper, I seen the Hardys, I seen Raven, I seen some people. I seen Taker here. That was pretty cool. It was like, and it's like, it was Taker beefing with Giant Gonzalez. So is that era of Taker?
Oh, 93.
Yeah. Is that Taker? Like gray glove Taker, I think. Still.
Oh, he's still doing the grays.
I think he's still gray. I don't think he's with purple yet.
I know he went to purple in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did it before then or not.
Because this was like after Survivor Series, so it's leading to probably WrestleMania. So this is because that's when like Giant Gonzalez would come out during Taker's match and try to fight him, and they'd just fight back to the back. That's what they did in the house show.
That's
also,
cool,
I seen Bam Bam Bigelow, which is awesome for me because I'm a huge mark for Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam.
I never seen Randy Savage. That would have been awesome to see that man wrestle. I know we are on the wrestling now. I'm sorry. I don't know how I got there.
That's the random world of Brandon and Aaron.
The worm. But yeah, what's your marks? I'm sorry.
My marks is a 5 easily. To me, it's the best comic book animation film I've ever seen. I feel it's the best.
Ooh. What's that mean? I don't know. Shocker, like a sex thing.
Shocker.
Shocker mix. I don't know. You probably do. You probably don't. I don't know what you do in your private life, Brandon. Anyway.
I don't do any shocker music or shocker mitts or
mix.
I don't do any mixing
at
all.
Mix.
That's what I meant. That's what I said.
I thought said mints. Mints, like shocker mints. I don't know what you know. It's like an old bit between like two old dudes. What do you mean mints? Mints, the mints, the Mets. Are you saying the Mets?
This is grumpy old men right here.
yeah, you and me, you and I. But five.
I think honestly, I believe it's the best Spider-Man film that's been made.
I agree. Yeah, no more new comments on Facebook. All right, well, it's my choice next week.
Yeah, it's your choice.
Oh, what the bloody hell do I want to choose?
With that kind of language, I think you're gonna go with something British.
Possibly. No, I do want to do a Christmas movie. I think I might do Krampus. You don't like Krampus?
I don't have it.
I have it.
It's like, okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
You don't know if you have it?
I want to do 8-bit Christmas. That's what I want to do for sure. But Brandon doesn't have electricity where he lives.
I have electricity. I do not have internet, which I have electricity. If I didn't have electricity, I wouldn't be able to live there. That's one of their rules.
Unless you're squatting and burning trash in your living room. I don't know if you're like.
It ain't that.
drinking that jars. No, that jar's for drinking. That jar's for peeing.
It ain't that.
But anyway. All right, so I don't know. Brandon will post next week what we'll do. This was actually a suggestion by Joker, I think.
Nope.
Who suggested this?
Thorn.
Bilford,
yeah.
Bilford suggested this. Thank you, Thorn, aka Bilford the Hobbit, aka Let's Go Brandon. Thank you for suggesting, and I'm glad you did because I actually enjoyed watching this movie again. I do want to. We will probably do the new Spider-Man whenever it comes out. We'll probably do the new Matrix. When Brian had to go back, and do you have any other Matrix?
Yeah, I got them.
When does that come out?
3 weeks, I think.
How many movies? 3 is it? Jeez, I don't know if I really want to do that.
You just do the first one
because because
they're saying, I've heard rumblings that they're not. It's not. The sequels don't matter.
Well, we might get when it gets closer. We'll do the Matrix like a week or so out. But all right, Aaron Whitlow,
Brandon Spivey,
and we are the
Markout Movie Podcasters.
Thank you for marking out with us. And Cole wasn't in here with us, but next time, probably. Yeah, bloody hell.